Hello everyone. Let's go from our first Grasshop to the next upgrade or part of the game, Steel. When you do your first Grasshop here, you'll see the little, you've Grasshop for the first time. Check out the Grasshop milestones board. You're going to deal with this. It appears on the screen for a little while in the game. Let's see, when does it stop? It stops eventually. Yeah, you have to get to Grasshop 16. So basically, next one you're going to need a little higher level. You're going to need level 202. Eventually, it turns into every 10 levels, which is what it stays at. But for now, we kind of lost just about everything. We lost our accomplishments, we lost our prestige crystal, but we keep our platinum upgrades and our automation. And we even got some new automation, you might notice. We got auto buy prestige, which is something we're going to want when we can get it. For now, though, we should probably start getting some of those perk upgrades. So let's double our grass growth. Let's get that rate up. Let's get our speed up. Let's raise that cap to higher than what we actually need. And then raise our XP gain. And because we made sure to max our generators, we don't actually have to prestige yet to get anything. We can just wait a few moments and then raise our grass to level 25. But this is basically going to be what you did the first time, but faster since you have upgrades. There's really no significant difference for your first grasshop. So now that we've done that, I'm actually going to just go ahead and skip to the next grasshop since there's literally nothing different. I already passed level 202 the first go around. Funnily enough, it didn't actually take me long to get to the second grasshop with all the little bonuses I have now. However, I think I'm going to wait to get the last little crystal upgrade here since what these upgrades are doing is they are letting me get my prestige upgrades without actually having to, click on them. So I think it'd be beneficial for me to wait until this hits 100,000, and then I'll do my second grasshop. Yeah, grasshopping is pretty easy, especially since you gain 25% more grass per grasshop, and the first one also throws in 300% more. And as you can see, the second grasshop will give more XP, and it will be the grasshop that lets you start to keep accomplishment levels here. Beforehand, I didn't actually even, accomplishment this run, but I probably have enough now. We can go ahead and get our second grasshop in. So next run, I'll probably get accomplishments done right before I leave, just because I'll keep some of them and it's handy. But yeah, from here on out, there's an actual reason to do accomplishments. Now nothing should reset them. Well, in the first run, you have reason to do them. But during your grasshops, you have an actual reason now to complete them, because some of them will save. Like here, my just prestige saved, my just crystallize saved. I got 2 and 1 there. So let's get right into the next run. The next run is level 203. I can easily hit that, so let's go ahead and hit it. So you're probably wondering, how do I get these things like no grass upgrades but when, it auto buys? You could A, manually click and turn each of these off, or you can go up here in settings, which I think is way easier. Just turn that off and then come back down. If you don't remember how to get these little pins at the bottom, you just click on these on the map. But we're going to go ahead and crystallize now that we've turned off our grass upgrade buying, which also brought our just crystallize to level 2, which is the highest we really need for our run. We got our crystallize speed run up, and now if we prestige without any grass upgrades, we'll get less grass and grassless. So let's go ahead and do that. We got grassless level 2. Less grass only went to level 1, but we can easily fulfill that by bringing our XP to level 100. And then less grass is also covered. Next up, it looks like if we want to bring other things to level 2, we need to get less prestige and prestigeless. Let's give it a shot. So for this, we'll need to crystallize again, but I believe my grass upgrades are online and running. So let's see if we can get the tier 9. I could probably help the Oh, this finally opened. That's 121, 253. 143, 154. 121, 253. Okay, if I did my math right, I didn't mean to accidentally have that all recording, but I gained 1914 flowers. So we have enough to go 1, 2, 1, 2, because yeah, that's 450, I believe, and then 600. Or no, I think it was 350. So that's 700. Oh dear, I forgot how much I spent. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right sum. Because I think the first upgrade was 150, then 300, maybe 350. It might be 300, 450, 600. That makes sense. So in that case, I spent 600 and then another 900, so 1500. Oh, then I have 414 from that, and add in my previous sum, I have 664 I can spend. So we'll just go ahead and decrease the time it takes to generate by one more. Time warps are handy. Basically, you use them and they accelerate time. That's the general gimmick. So if you don't want to sit there waiting for a while, pretty useful. We're also going to, well, I hit prestige because I meant to crystallize. Now our crystal and grass bonus goes up a little further. There's one more little gimmick here, where if we get goal 9 without many grass upgrades, let's try that real quick. So we'll crystallize here. And we can get 25 grass upgrades. I'll get grow speed, that way we get our grass faster. And sure enough, we were able to hit tier 9. In fact, we're about to hit tier 11. I waited until it hit tier 13 just in case I can get 2 at once. No, I needed tier 15. So now we've also boosted our platinum chance a little bit, which are those upgrades that stay over grasshops. Now that we've gotten a bunch of accomplishments up, I think I'm about ready for my second grasshop. So let's go ahead and turn auto buy back on. And now if auto buy back on, it'll be a matter of seconds before we're ready, since we have all that wonderful crystal. And I'm willing to bet I could probably spend some here. Yep, sure enough. There was crystal to spend, and with that, our third grasshop is done, which will give us 25% more tier progress per grasshop. That's an immediate 75% more. Our previous grasshop bonuses get stronger with each grasshop. You know, the 25% more grass, the 25% more XP. Next one will just make past one stronger and make our platinum better. Yeah, we don't move to the next stage of the game until grasshop 8. So let's get to it. And unsurprisingly, I complete the next Grasshop while I'm just kind of looking away since these Grasshops are kind of trivial up until they start going up in digits by 10. So that's Grasshop 4 done. Well, I took a little bit extra time here to raise some of my accomplishments. Now I think, yeah, the lowest level of accomplishment is 1. So we'll go into Grasshop 5, which will unlock some new upgrades we can pick up, and again, buff Platinum. Get our Platinum gain up higher. So with Grasshop 5 done, let's take a look at those new upgrades that we should have available. Let me just get my perks sorted. Here we go. And these will auto-buy the crystal upgrades. So even less that we'll have to sort through. We'll just need a billion prestige, which should be pretty doable. So after we grab these, we can pop back over. Let me just turn my prestige back on. And sure enough, these are buying themselves now. Pretty handy. So since they would be buying themselves, except it appears I've hit my all-time high on them, so they aren't buying themselves. Presently, they only buy up to the highest level ever reached. We can improve that later, but for now, not so much. So we have to make sure to upgrade things past that, otherwise eventually they'll just stop upgrading. Like here you might see my XP and tier progress just kind of halt after a while. The next Grasshop will increase our perks, platinum, and unlock some new auto buyers. Let's take a look. I think I've been wasting a lot of time. I just got another, step up available. Let's just grab it. There's 7, and that's actually, this is going to be the last Grasshop before we can go on to the next stage of the game. So let's really quickly just show you how fast at this point, if you've been getting just like a few accomplishments, I haven't upgraded any of them intentionally in a little bit, so I can't imagine they're too much better, but I'm gaining pretty quick now with everything auto-buying. I just need to run around, grab grass, and you see the numbers go up. And it just so happens that once we get level 208, which takes us like 60 seconds here, we can permanently unlock the Steelie reset, or I'll call it the Steel reset. Grasshop will no longer reset perks, and we'll get some new accomplishments available. So let's go over here and take a look. You have grasshopped 8 times. Over here we have new accomplishments like the Steel speed run, Empower. Empower is probably the best accomplishment. What's Prestige and Powerhouse? And don't even worry about Powerhouse. There's nothing you can do about that right now. So instead, we are going to need level 221. This will take a little longer than the first one. So let's go ahead and skip ahead a couple minutes. So I could alternatively get Grasshop 9, and you know what, for the memes? For the memes, I'm going to grab Grasshop 9. You'll see why in a second. I unlocked 2 upgrades. Charge here is useless right now, but Steel perk increases our steel generation. So if we go back over here, instead of 1, it's 4. We're going to go over here, unlock the Foundry, which will multiply steel in the future. And I'll just go ahead and spend 2 more steel on Foundry. So for now, you don't have to worry too much about steel until next time when we go from steel to whatever I decide's the next milestone. I might aim for deaccelerator, I might aim for rocket, or maybe I'll go for charge. We'll see. But that, I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.